Hi all. So before I came to AG BOLC, I was looking for information on what to expect at AG BOLC. So it's January 11th, 2020. We arrived on January 5th. Some people arrived a little bit before then. But our first official day 0 was January 5th, and then our day 1 of class, when everybody had to be there no matter what, was on January 6th. So I found one person who started doing videos, and she did them for 6 weeks and then stopped. Another person who did blogs, but then they stopped. But I'm hoping that I can get you guys through the entire 12 weeks and get some information for you on what to expect. If you've done some research, AG BOLC has gotten more rigorous. They want it to be more hua, and so we're doing rucks now, we're doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 mile rucks. However, it's not like OCS. It's actually on a golf course. I found out we're using a salt pack, so it won't be terrible. And then we will be out in the field. It'll be 3 nights and 4 days, I believe. And that'll happen towards the end, I think week 11. So let me just talk to you a little bit about what week 1 was. It was a whole lot of in-processing. We did a lot of paperwork. If you are going to AG BOLC, I highly recommend that you try to get access to your military email, because they did send out a welcome letter with a bunch of links and things you can work on ahead of time if you have the time and the opportunity. Skillport is a big one. It's a really big, Excel. You have all these classes for Microsoft, and you have to complete them by a certain time during the class. What if you can get them done ahead of time? You're ahead of the ball game, and if you're in a leadership position, it'll allow you time to focus on your leadership position. I unfortunately did not have time to do that stuff, and I am class leader, so I have a lot of stuff to do, and I'll probably end up going in today and trying to work on some of the Skillport stuff. But make sure you register for Blackboard. What else? S1Net. That's all stuff you can do from home, not necessarily from home, but from a government computer, when you're at drill, or if you go into your local armory, if you're a guard, you should be able to do that stuff pretty easily. And Skillport, you have to register at a government computer, but I think after that you're able to get on it on a personal computer. I've not tried it yet, but that's what I've heard. I also heard there's a Skillport app that works, but I haven't gotten it to work yet because I haven't fully registered. So that's important if you can get that stuff done ahead of time. But it was a lot of just in processing. So we did dental, we did exams and x-rays, optometry, checking your vision. We got ear pro. Let's see, what else did we do? Our initial counselings. We did a lot of briefs from everybody. Briefs, all day Friday was just briefs. And then the schoolhouse rotates which classes do duty, cleaning and beautification duty. So that was our class this week. So it took about 45 minutes each time we did it on, was it Tuesday and Friday? And then we'll have to go in Sunday because it's actually pretty, the weather out here is interesting. It was kind of really cold when I got here, but then it gets up to 60, sometimes 70 during the day, and then drops down to 30. So you have frost on your windows in the morning, and right now it's raining and gross, and it's supposed to thunderstorm and really high-speed winds. So we'll have to go pick up tree limbs and stuff later on tomorrow. But if your entire class works together, it'll get done pretty fast. So week 1's been pretty easy. The long days though, day 1, first thing you do is height and weight. So be prepared to make your weight or you will get counseled. It's really important if you can, make sure you're getting taped and passing or you're making your weight. Otherwise you have to go in every Monday and get weighed. And you have to make weight by the end of the class to pass. So it's really important. And then there's no PT until after we take our first PT test because they really want us to make sure that we succeed and we pass. And we don't want to get in, they don't want us to get injured before we take our PT test because it is a requirement. So PT test will be on Tuesday. It's about 10 days after we arrive, so that's not bad. And today's Saturday. We don't have anything going on. I mean, for the most part, it can be a training day, but they prefer us not to, like, they prefer not to make us do training days on Saturdays. So you do have Saturdays and Sundays available to you. Throughout the week, we were out by between 17 and 1800. We did have a couple long days on Monday and Tuesday trying to get everybody through the major like due dates and stuff and your medical forms and all that. So that did take a little bit longer. However, like yesterday we got out by almost 1700, a little bit before. I had to stop and pull over. Yeah, here at Fort Jackson, if you are driving at 1700 or 06 in the morning and you hear the taps and the music, you actually have to pull over and get out of your car and salute the flag, or you can get pulled over. Don't plan on speeding here. They are very, very strict with speed. People are getting pulled over all the time. You don't want that on your record. Yeah, so that's a little bit about Fort Jackson. I will show you, we were put in McGruger Hotel, so it's not the Holiday Inn. There's a good chance that you could get this. They are building new hotels next to the Holiday Inn. Maybe by the time you come, you'll get those. These are not the greatest. However, if you were at Federal OCS, it's way better than sharing a room with somebody and a shower and everything else. Like, you do have more. I'm also a breastfeeding mother, and I requested a bigger fridge to store all my milk, and they did do that. Otherwise, you'll just get the little fridge in the microwave. So yeah, but it was nice of them to provide a bigger fridge. If you are breastfeeding, it is possible to come to BOLC. I just leave to go. I actually bought the Willow pump, so I can actually just stick them in and then go on with my business and then have to take them out like an hour later. So it's really possible. The instructors are really nice about it, making sure that you do what you need to do. I also did find out there's a lactation room as well if you don't have a pump like mine. It's near finance. So that is possible. They have lactation room. However, you're not always going to be at the AG BOLC school. You go everywhere else too. So just be prepared. If you don't have a car, you're definitely going to want one. It's a lot of driving around different places, and it's all your responsibility to get there. So either make a buddy really fast who drives and, request, and people here are pretty understanding with giving rides and stuff. But otherwise, bring your car. It's important. All right. Well, I'll fill you in next week. Bye.